Hola a todos, ¿cómo
Hello,
están?
hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Please, if you could turn on your cameras, that would
Maravilloso
be
conocerlas, para
amazing so I can get
conocernos,
to
para
know you,
recibir
to see
toda
your
esa
faces, to
energía.
receive all that
Hola,
energy. Hi,
Cheril, ¿cómo
Cheryl,
estás?
how
Hola,
are
Daiseli,
you?
¿cómo andas?
Daiseli, how's it
Buen equipo,
going?
¿cómo estás?
Well, team,
Bienvenidos
how's
sean
everyone
para nosotros.
doing?
Un placer
Welcome,
hacer esta
welcome.
llamada.
It is
Por
a
favor,
pleasure
recuerden
for
que la
us
llamada
to
tiene
be in this call with
interpretación
you. Remember, it
y
has
de todo es
interpretation.
el
My
proceso
husband
de
is in the
aprender español,
process
así
of
que por
learning
el
Spanish,
momento
so
lo
at
van
the
a poder
moment,
escuchar en
you're going to
español
be
y
able
lo
to
van
hear
a
him
entender
in
con
Spanish if you
claridad.
don't know English with the
Así
interpreter.
que nuevamente,
So
bienvenidos a
again,
todos.
welcome
Miren,
everybody.
yo
Look,
tengo hoy la
I
mente súper
today
puesta, muy
my batteries are
recargada. Les
totally
dije que
charged.
estuvimos en un
I
evento
came
en
back
México
super
con la
charged from
compañía.
Mexico. We were
México
at an
tiene un
event in Mexico with the
crecimiento
company. Mexico
increíble.
has an
Los
amazing growth.
testimonios
The
y las personas que
testimonials, the
conocimos, de verdad
people
que
that
solamente
we
quiero
met.
decirles antes
Truthfully,
de
I
pasarle
can only
esto a
say
mi
before I
esposo
pass the floor
que
to
la
my husband
oportunidad en este
that the
momento
opportunity
está con
right now
LifeWave.
is with
Estamos en
LifeWave.
un momento
We
que se
are
llama
in a moment
momentum
called
dentro de la
momentum
compañía y dentro de
inside the
esta
company and
industria. Así se
inside the
llama y eso
industry. That's how they
significa
call it.
que tenemos
And
la
that means
posibilidad
that
de
we
hablar
have
con la
the
vecina
possibility to
acerca de
talk to our
LifeWave,
neighbor
acerca
about
por qué
LifeWave,
X39
about the
antes de que
X39
30
patch
personas
before
más
30
llegaran
other
el día de
people
mañana.
talk to them the day of tomorrow.
Estamos en el
We
proceso de
are in the
crecimiento y
process
les
of
digo, lo que
growing
estamos
and
creando
developing,
es
and I
algo
can tell you that
maravilloso.
what we're
Tenemos una
creating is
comunidad
something
increíble,
amazing.
tenemos
We
todos
have a
los
wonderful
entrenamientos.
community. We
Yo
have
estaba
all the
diciéndote
trainings.
desde
I've been in the
2019,
industry since
estoy siempre
2019.
siendo
I've
belleza
always
y
been
saber que ahora
working
tenemos un
with beauty
producto
products, and
único
knowing that
que nos
this
tiene
product is unique,
competencia es
that has no
algo que de verdad
competition,
no tiene
is
precio.
something that
Es lo
has
mejor que
no
nos puede
price. It's
pasar.
priceless. It's the best
Nadie
thing
allá
that could
afuera
happen to us.
puede decir que tiene la
Nobody
misma
out there
tecnología
can
que
say that they have
nosotros.
the same
Lo que yo
technology
he
that we
vivido
do.
en los
What
últimos
I
seis
have
años de
lived in
mi
the last
vida,
6 years of my
les puedo
life,
decir que
I
es un
can
sueño
tell
hecho
you that
realidad.
is a dream come
Desde que
true.
salí de la
Since
televisión, ustedes
I
lo saben, yo
left
hacía antes
TV, if you didn't
televisión
know, I used
y
to
desde que
work
salí de la
in the
televisión yo
TV industry
quise
before,
ser
and
madre
since the moment I left
presente,
TV, I
esposa
decided to
presente
be a
y
present
llevar
mom,
nuestra vida
a
financiera
present
a otro
wife,
nivel.
and to
Mi
take our
esposo
financial life to a
hace
different
seis
level. My
años
husband, six years ago,
todavía es un empresario
still,
maravilloso en
he's
ese
still
entonces
an
tenía sus
incredible
propias
entrepreneur.
empresas y cuando
Before he
empezó a
had
ver
his own
las
companies, and when he
posibilidades de
started to
mis
see
resultados
the
dijo, yo voy a hacer
possibilities
esto
in my
contigo.
results, he said,
Y
I'm
aquí
going to do
estamos
this
6
with you.
años
And here
después
we are, both of us,
haciendo
6 years
este nuevo
later, doing
negocio,
this together
súper
in this
felices,
business
siendo
model,
madres,
super happy,
madre y padre
being a present
presente,
mom and a
con
present
esa
father
flexibilidad
with that
financiera, con esa
flexibility, that
flexibilidad de
financial
tiempo que deseamos
flexibility,
que todos
flexibility and
ustedes
time that
la
we
puedan
desire
alcanzar
for
también.
each and
Así
every
que
one of you.
nuevamente bienvenidos
So
a
again,
todos.
welcome
Tomémonos
everybody.
esta llamada, es
Take
súper
notes.
importante,
This
va a
call
quedar
is super
grabada y
important. It's
además
going to be
decirles
recorded,
que aquí vamos a estar
and
para ustedes.
here we're going to
Go
be
ahead,
for
babe.
you. Go ahead, Jay.
Welcome, everybody. Like Amina, I'm very, very charged up. We got to spend time with Meredith Burkich, which is the president of the company, and Janine, which is like right under Meredith, and just getting to hear about some of the things that are coming to the company that's going to be absolutely amazing. They're going to talk about it at convention, but we got a little sneak peek of what's coming, and also just very, very happy with what the wellness revolution is doing and the direction that we're going and the people that we're bringing in. So it was just, I told my wife it was like just a voice from God when we got there on, we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing, and the team that we're building is absolutely amazing. So just very, very excited to have you guys a part of this and this incredible journey. I mean, and you know, it's not just like you're joining a team or you're joining a company, you're joining a business. You guys are actually stepping into a movement, like my wife said, that has so much momentum, has so much potential to have the power to impact so many lives around the world. And it really all starts with us, but it also starts with you. And so, what matters most in this business and what my wife and I both spoke about this weekend was our mindset. Hold on one second. Was our mindset. And the way you show up for this business is going to determine how fast and far you grow in this business. I mean, this right here is everything. Coming back charged up, we went to this trip very, very excited, but then came back even more excited because, hearing the vision of this company and where it's going, like this company is building a company to be around for 40 years. And you could truly be an entrepreneur in this business. Meaning you could build something that's real, that's going to last, that you could pass on from generation to generation, and something that has a purpose. One of the things that Meredith talked about this weekend is this business has a purpose. It has a purpose of helping people financially get financially stable, as well as help people live longer, live healthier, and have great wellness in their life. So you got to treat this business with seriousness. If you're just coming in or you've already been in this business, treating it with seriousness, treating it like a business, being consistent, and all the heart that this business deserves. Listen, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. We talked about this weekend as well. There's going to be people come in 6 months and be like, I don't feel anything from the patch anymore. Well, it's your new normal. There's going to be negativity that's going to come at you. But this is what's going to be the most powerful thing that you have, knowing that you are a part of something that is not like anything else out there in the world. In order to have that belief, in order to have that mindset, you got to learn everything that you can. You got to surround yourself with the right people, the right voices. Now, we've provided powerful resources for you guys. Listen, the first company, we had zero resources. The second company, we started learning about resources. This company, we have, and I'm gonna have Justin put it in the chat. We have a website called wellnessrev.org, and that's where you could go to for your hub. Everything that you need to run this business, how to get onboarded quickly, documents that you're going to need, videos that you're going to need, testimonials that you're going to need to be able to build your business. Take the time to go through that website. Go through the school platform. You can register for the school platform right on that website. Knowledge will create confidence, and confidence is going to drive that momentum that Jimena is talking about. The more confidence you have, the more knowledge you have, the more practice you take with this business, the more momentum you're going to have to build a big business. So show up for these weekly trainings. Make sure when you bring people into the business, you tell them about these trainings. You tell them about the website. You tell them about the school platform. You tell them about those resources. The way this business grows really quickly for you and for the people that it brings in, people that brings in people that brings in people, is making sure that we can scale and we're under the same system. Systems scale, and you need to make sure that you're locked into these systems, because if not, then you're going to be frustrated. Now, I understand life gets in the way, and you might not be able to attend these live meetings, but we put them on our platform. We put them on YouTube. They're inside of school, so you can go in there and check them out. But just spend the time, even if it's on a walk in the morning, going to the bathroom, wherever it is, you can watch it on your phone. Just make sure you click in, because we are the right people to be around. Every training that you watch, everything you do inside the website is a step forward in your growth. Every call that you get on is a chance to sharpen your skills and build belief. And belief is everything. Belief is everything, you guys. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the company. You have to believe in the product. And you have to believe that you're truly helping people. You can't keep this business a secret. This became my social responsibility a year ago, my biggest priority, because I knew I had something in my hand that was going to change and transform lives. It's not just another product. It's not another supplement. It's not another gadget. This is technology that is going to change humanity. And you have to believe that with everything that you have. And when you truly believe that, what becomes natural is the sharing process. Now, they call this direct selling. I prefer to call it direct sharing, because all you got to do is just share about the opportunity. And when you share about the opportunity and you share about the device, that's when things change. And your passion will become contagious. And then you're going to want to share with everyone like we do. My wife and I share with everyone. It doesn't matter who she's in a conversation with. This comes out. And then she plants seeds every single where she goes. And here's the best part. You guys aren't doing this alone. You guys have plugged into a system. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We already have the system for you. We've already made all the mistakes. We already had all the things that didn't exist for people, and we try to do it the hard way. So don't reinvent the wheel. Just follow the one that's proven. The one that my wife has been working with for 4 or 5 years has given her great success. We have opportunity calls every single week, every single Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Invite people to those calls. How do you do that? Just simply, when you reach out to people, say, listen, I got something really big. I don't have a lot of time to talk about it right now, but I'd love to get your opinion on this business that I'm doing right now. I'm going to teach you how to build rapport later. If you want to just get into a conversation with someone and then invite them to an opportunity call with your business partner, send them a recorded opportunity call. Follow up with them. but leverage everything that we have. You don't need to do it yourself because if you leverage all those tools, what happens is we all will rise together. Now, I'm going to tell you, my wife and I are here for something bigger than ourselves. This isn't just about selling some device, it's about transformation. We understand this business is not just about business, it's also about personal development. It's about being part of something special. Right now, all these communities, they don't exist anymore. There's all this divide in our country. There's only these Zoom meetings. We're going to be doing more get-togethers. We're going to be doing more events because right now it's rare. And it's something that my wife and I believe that we desperately need in our world right now. And this starts with this community. You're going to surround yourself with people just like us. So again, welcome to our team. My wife always says this business isn't easy, it's simple. And us as human beings, what we like to do is make everything hard. We make marriage hard, we make business hard, we make raising kids hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's simple. And we want to teach you that simple way. Don't make it more difficult than it is because it's not difficult. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to walk you through the back office. And the back office is where you run your business from. This is where all your reports are. This is where you can get your links. So I want to familiarize you with the back office. Now, again, I have this on training. There's training in our school and in our website that will show you how to do all this, but I want to just give you a quick overview of the website and how to use it. Okay? That way you can navigate it. And what I tell people is just go into the back office and play around. You can't break anything. And if you have questions, put them in the chat and we'll answer those questions for you. Okay? So let me log into the back office real quick here. Let me share my screen. So you're going to see this when you go into lifewave.com. Okay, it's going to say sign in. It's going to bring you to the screen. You're going to put your username and your password right here, and you're just going to hit login. Okay? Now, the first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to see this right here. We've set up an LLC, and there's training on our platform about how to set up an LLC and why to set up an LLC because of the tax write-offs, the tax advantages, all the protection that you get from an LLC. So we set our business up in an LLC, but you're going to probably have your individual name right here. So you just click on that and you're going to hit change settings. Okay. Now, all of these things in here you see with the edit tab, just go through all of these and make sure that they're all set up correctly. And then go tile by tile, click on profile, answer these questions. This is what you want to do when you first come in here. Go in here, check your address, your payment methods, two-factor authentication, annual renewal fee. That's just when you have to update every year. It's very, very inexpensive to do. I think it's like 20 some dollars to make sure that your account stays active. Okay. So you're going to come in here, update all of that. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do, I want you to show you how to change your legs. What in the world does change your legs mean? Okay, we have a binary system, meaning there's two legs, and you want to build an even organization. And how you do that is you put one person on the left and one person on the right every time someone signs up. One right, one left, one right, one left, one right, one left. How you change that is you come in here and it's going to take you to account settings. You're going to scroll down a little bit, and there's a thing here that says build left and build right. So if someone signed up in the business, and they signed up on your left side, you're just going to go click on this button and hit build right. It's that simple. Then when someone comes back in the business, you already signed someone on the right, you're just going to come back in here and change the left so that they go left, right, left, right. Okay, because we want to have a balanced organization. Okay, this is a really important item right here, and that's the monthly subscription. Okay, the reason that's important is because of this. You get compensated based off of your monthly subscription. So the way the binary works is you might not necessarily brought somebody in, but you could get volume from the people that that person brought in under you. And even though they weren't under you, they're under you because there's only one place for them to go. And so you get credit for that volume. To be active, you have to have at least 55 PV. Okay? To be active. to not lose your volume. So that's one sleeve a month, that's your sleeve that you're wearing, right? So you just have to spend buy that $99 sleeve every single month. Now, to get paid, once you hit manager, you have to have at least two sleeves of the X39 to get paid inside the compensation plan. And like my wife said, most businesses have two, three, $4,000 a month rent to just have their business open. You need to spend $200 a month to get paid off the compensation plan. And those are for your patches. Now, let's say you're only you and you're not married. Well, those other sleeves that you order every single month can be your inventory to patch other people so that they can get the transformation as well. So, how you check the monthly subscription order is very simple. You just click on this, and this is going to show you your monthly subscription order, right? It's going to tell me how much my monthly subscription order is every single month. Now, if you don't have one because you didn't sign up and set up a monthly subscription order, the way you do that is just to go over here to store and hit patches. And then you're going to click on the X39. And then you're going to scroll down here and hit add to monthly subscription order. Once you do that, it's going to give you a little green box here that says it's been added. It hasn't. Okay. You have to go to the cart and you have to check out. Okay. Once you go in and check out and do all your information in, I want you to go back in and check that monthly subscription that it took. Now, if you signed up a week ago, you want to make sure that you set your monthly auto ship up at least 29 days from when you signed up so that you don't miss that window and you lose your volume in your organization. Okay. How you find your enrollment link. Okay. Someone wants to sign up as a customer or someone wants to sign up as a brand partner. You go into organization and you hit enroll new, global enrollment. And there's going to be a little box down here that says, I'm not a robot. Hit join now. This link right up here is your link for people to sign up as a brand partner. Now, if you're doing it on a phone, it's on the bottom in the search bar. Just copy and paste this link and put it in your notes on your phone. Okay? Put it in your notes on your phone. That way, when someone says, hey, how do I sign up? You can go to your notes, copy and paste it, and text it to them, WhatsApp it to them, Instagram message to them, whatever it is. So it's easily available at your fingertips. Now, if it's just a customer and they want to sign up as a customer, you scroll down and go to preferred customer program, click on that button. This link right here is the link to send out to them. So copy and paste that one and put it in your notes so that you have the enrollment links very, very handy. Okay. Now, how do you check your commissions? Okay. Very easy. On the first screen, there's a commission tab right here. You can check them here, or you could click on the commissions tab here. And this is going to show your commissions that you've had ever since you started in the business. All right. So this is the first day of the week. This is our commission so far, first day of the week. And then you can click on here and you can see all the dates that you can go in and check all the commissions. It's updated every day, about every 10, 15 minutes. That's where you go check your commissions in the back office. Okay. The most important thing, you guys, is getting the manager. Becoming a manager making machine is what's going to build your business. And how you do that is you have to get two people on your left and two people on your right that sign up for the core or more. Okay? Two people left, two people right, and now you are manager in the company. When those people sign up, what you want to do is you want to help those people get two people left, two people right. And your comp will blow up if you're able to do that. Now, how do you help them do that? Well, one, make sure they're on these calls. Two, make sure that they're inviting people and launching their business to the opportunity calls until they learn how to talk about the business. So that's why those Tuesday calls are so, so important, that you're inviting people to those calls so that people can come in and hear about the business and you can help other people in your organization get to manager. It's really, really important to get to manager. Now, the next one is if you want to upgrade your package. Let's say you signed up as a core. You're like, you know what? I want more patches at the wholesale price. I want to upgrade to the advanced pack, which is $535, and you pay $295 for yours. So it's another $240, and you can upgrade and get patches, three more sleeves for way less than retail, right? I mean, normally it would be $300. You're getting it for $240. How you upgrade that is you go to store, and down here where it says sales tool, there's going to be one more box that says upgrade package. You can only do this once. You can only upgrade to each package once. You only pay the difference between the core, advanced, or premium. Now, if you get advanced and you want to upgrade again to premium, you can do that, but you can only upgrade to each package one time. You're going to hit upgrade package and it's going to let you know what's available. You go in there and you check out. Okay. So that's how you can upgrade your package. There's a resource tab right here. Click on that resource tab and just go through those resources that the company has. There's a bunch of tabs on here you can go through, listen to these videos, watch these videos, and then the new enhanced comp that's coming out. There's the videos and some resources in here that you can go in there and look. Just play around with this. Just go through here and look at all this. It's very, very simple, this website, as well as go through the wellnessrev.org website and the school. And that way, that's going to help you learn a lot about this business. Now, let's talk about the hardest part of this business. And this
Maybe
is
let
what
me
I
just
talked
say
about in
something that I want
Mexico.
to mention. Que
Mm.
quiero mencionar algo súper
I
importante.
want to mention something super important,
Jay
okay?
hablaba de
Jay
los
was talking
patches
about having
mensualmente.
our monthly
Miren,
patches.
independientemente
Look,
de que lo vean como
regardless
que esta es
of
la
seeing
renta de
this
nuestro
as the
negocio,
rent of our business,
quiero
okay?
que
I
lo vean
want
así.
you to see
Nosotros
it
no
the
podemos
following way.
promocionar algo
We
que no
cannot
usamos.
promote
No
something that we don't
podemos
use. We
salir a
cannot
hablar con
go out to
convicción
talk
de
with
algo
being
que
convinced
no
about
estamos
something
usando.
that we are
Ustedes
not
no se
trying
imaginan
ourselves, that we're
de
not using.
pronto
You can't
no
imagine,
sé, a
I don't
Raiceli
know, for
que le
example,
demoraron
Raicelis
3 meses ver los resultados.
takes
Pues
3 months
Raiceli
to
cuando vea
start
los
feeling the
resultados
results. Once
empieza.
Raicelis
Entonces,
starts feeling her
cuando venga
results in three
María
months,
Pérez y
when
le
Maria
tenga una
Perez comes
conversación
and
con
has a
ella, ella le va a
conversation with her,
hablar con
she's
tanta
going to
pasión
be able
acerca
to
del
talk with
parche
so much passion
X69
about the
porque
X39
Raiceli
patch
ya tiene
because
resultados.
Raiceli
De
is
pronto
already having
Marisol
results.
los tiene en una
Suddenly,
semana y
Marisol
Marisol
can
tiene
have
un
results in a
brunch con
week,
sus
and
amigas.
Marisol has a
¿Qué va a
brunch with
hacer
her
Marisol?
friends.
Marisol les va a
What is
contar la
Marisol
vida
going to
dentro
do?
de la
She's going to
conversación
tell
lo
her
bien que se
friends
siente.
inside the
Por
conversation
fin
how
pude
good she
dormir
feels. At
bien.
last, I was
Por
able
fin
to
se me
sleep
quitó
well.
el dolor de la
At
rodilla que
last,
tenía.
my
¿Qué le van
knee
a preguntar a las
pain
amigas? ¿Qué
disappeared. What are her
estás
friends going
usando?
to
Y
ask her?
ahí
Well, what are
empieza
you
la
using?
conversación.
And that's when the
Entonces, es por
conversation
eso que es
starts.
tan importante utilizar el
That's
parche,
why it is
porque
so important to
definitivamente
use the patch
ustedes se
because
tienen que enamorar
definitely
del
you
producto,
need to fall
tienen que
in love
tener
with the
esa pasión,
product.
porque es
You
la
need to
única
have that
manera que la
passion
gente
because
de afuera les
it's
va a
the only
creer.
way that the
Entonces
people out
quería
there are going to
mencionar
believe you.
eso
So I wanted to mention
porque me
that
parece súper
because I
importante.
think
Go
it's
ahead,
super
Ray. Sorry
important. Go ahead,
for the
Jay.
interruption.
Sorry for the interruption.
I would love for you to interrupt me anytime that you would like to interrupt me. Your peeps love to hear from you. So, and you always have great things to say. So let's talk about the hardest part of the business, you guys. And that's getting yourself to talk to people consistently about this business, but also having a plan and being very intentional about it. When you leave the house or when you're in the gym or when you're calling a friend or making sure that you're making phone calls to people you haven't talked to in a long time on your phone. That's the hardest part of this business is making sure that you have a plan and then actually doing it every single day. But then when you get into the conversation, what do you say? How do I talk about this business? What should I say? What should I not say? And I think that's what's most important is like people don't understand how to get in. And I think the biggest mistake that people make is that they want to just talk about what they're doing right away and talking about how excited they are about this business and they just vomit on people. And people are like, okay, wait, hold on, like what are you talking about? And I think that's the biggest mistake, because when you start something new, you're really excited about it and you want to tell everyone, but you don't even know how to talk about it. And what I want to do is I want to help you learn how to talk about it tonight, but I also want you to build rapport, build a connection with that person or that stranger that you've never met before to where they don't think you're crazy and you mess it all up because you talk too much. There's a lot of people that talk too much. If you're talking too much, then you're not listening to them and you're not understanding what problems you can help them solve. And so don't make the crucial mistake of going in and vomiting on people and talking about how excited you are about this business. Okay. I also don't talk right away about this network marketing business. Now, people ask me if it's a direct sales or network marketing or MLM. I'm going to say it's one of those compensation structures, yes. But this company is like no other. There's no one else has a product like this company. No one has a mission like this company. No one has this company's CEO and founder and scientist. This is very, very different because we have a patent on all these products. We have clinical trials on all these products, and this is going to transform lives. I also want to talk about the comp plan. because you're just going to confuse people. I don't talk about all these people making all this money because if it seems too good to be true, then it usually is. So what I do is how I get into conversation with people is I build rapport. Even if it's your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your best friend, someone you went to college with, the best way to get someone to listen to you is to leave people with themselves. And how you do that is when you call someone or you're talking to someone for the first time, catch up with them. Find out what's going on in their life. But don't call with the intention of I'm going to sell this person something or I'm going to try to become a brand partner or a customer today. Don't call with that intention. Call with the intention I'm going to share, but I'm going to share when it's the right time. And the right time is after you've connected with that human being and find out what's going on in their life. And how I do that and how I leave people with themselves is just by asking questions and being interested actually authentically in what's going on in their life. Not listening to reply, but listening to understand. And when you do that, naturally what's going to happen is they're going to ask you what you're up to. So this is how it goes usually, right? If it's a friend or someone that I haven't talked to in a while, or maybe I talked to them last week, but we haven't talked about their job and we've been talking about all the things else in the world, I'm just going to ask them if I know what they do. I'm going to say, hey, how's your job going? If it's a stranger and I don't know them, I'm going to say, what are you up to? What are you doing for work? If it's someone I haven't talked to in a while, I'm going to say, hey, are you still at the airport? Are you still at this job? Because that's their identity, right? And they're going to tell me, oh, yeah, I'm still there. I'm like, how long have you been there? Oh, man, I think I've been there 10 years now. Wow, 10 years. You must really love what you do. Tell me one thing you love about your job. And then people usually will tell you, or they don't like their job. They don't love anything about what they do. They're just doing it because they have to make a living. And then the next question I always ask is, tell me one thing you would change. And the reason I ask these questions, you guys, is simply just to get in a conversation. But when you ask these questions, you're going to find information and not information to react upon, information for me to use later when we get in the conversation about what I do. It's just information. Information is power. Information gives you knowledge. Information allows you to connect. And so when I connect with them, naturally they're going to say to me, hey man, what are you doing these days? Are you still in the insurance business? Oh yeah, I'm somewhat in the insurance business, but let me tell you what I'm most excited about what I'm doing right now. I'm in the stem cell business. Really interesting business. I mean, it's changed my life like nothing has ever changed my life before. What do you know about stem cells? And then most people don't know that much about stem cells. I'm going to say, well, did you know this? Did you know that between the age of when you were born and 30 years old, that 50% of your stem cells go dormant? Isn't that crazy? And between 30 and 60, 95% of your stem cells are dormant in your body. Do you know what they do for you? Do you know why we need stem cells? There's one, they keep us from aging. Two, they keep us healthy. Three, they keep us from getting disease. Four, they keep inflammation out of our body. And all those things help us sleep better, help us stay healthy, stay our immune system strong. And did you know there's technology out there that can actually reverse that process? With no chemicals, no stimulants, you're not injecting anything, you're just using your own body's resources. And let me tell you, the amount of energy, mental clarity. So all you're doing is educating. And again, I know this is a mouthful, you guys, but you just have to practice this. This is recorded. Go back and just, I'm saying basic things, 0-30, 30-60. I feel better than I've ever felt in my entire life. Do you know what stem cells do? You don't have to be a doctor or a scientist. Just repeat those things. And when you have that conviction and belief of what it's done for you, a lot of people are going to say, well, how do I get it? And that's when you're going to say, you know what? It's easy. You can get this patch one of three ways. And the reason I say one of three ways is I always like to give people options. If you give them one option, you got a 50-50 chance they're going to say no. So I like to give people options. And the options are you can get it retail for $150 a month, but nobody does that because you can buy it wholesale for $99 a month with an auto ship. Now understand this, you guys. Auto ship is important in this game, and the reason it's important in this game is because auto ship creates a residual income. If you don't have people on auto ship, you haven't created a residual income. And so that's why I talk about the auto ship and doing 99. Now, yes, I make more commission on the retail. I make $30 more. But over long term, I make a lot more money if someone's set up on auto ship. So I say you can get it for $20. You can get it for $99 a month with an auto ship that you can cancel anytime. Because I know people don't like auto ship sometimes. But you can cancel it anytime. It's not a contract. Or you could be like me and you could be a brand partner and the company actually pays me for sharing, just like all the other affiliate programs that exist out there on TikTok and Walmart and anywhere else where people pay you for sharing. The only difference is I don't share a Me Too product. I share a device that's changing people's lives. And so that's what you have to be ready to say. The only way you get good at this, you guys, is to practice. You got to be intentional with how many conversations you're getting in a day. Now, some other questions that I'll ask is if I see somebody and I'm talking about the stem cell, I'll be like, what's your day-to-day energy level? Oh man, I have to have like 5 cups of coffee a day. Yeah, I quit drinking coffee. I don't need coffee anymore because this patch gives me all the energy that I need. If I see somebody in discomfort, I'm going to ask them, what's causing your discomfort? Would you mind if I patched you and see if I could take away your 70 to 80% of your pain right now? Anybody with discomfort, anybody with pain is automatically going to say, absolutely. I'll do anything to get rid of this. If somebody's drinking an energy drink, I will go up to them and ask them if they know what's in that energy drink that they're putting in their body. I did this when I was in Italy. We were on a walk, and this young lady said, I'm super healthy. I do everything healthy. I don't put anything into my body. We wake up and go on a walk in the morning. She's got a Red Bull. And I looked at her and I was like, have you seen the ingredients in that Red Bull that you're putting in your body? She's like, yeah, it can't be that bad. I'm like, what about this conversation we just had yesterday with my wife and I? And I said, turn that can of Red Bull around and tell me the ingredients that you recognize in that can. And the only thing that she recognized was caffeine, which who knows where it's coming from, if it's from a pesticide coffee, and water. And everything else, she had no idea what was inside of that Red Bull. And so that's a way for me to go up and have a conversation with people. If you see people on social media, you can also talk to people in direct sales. They understand the business. The best people you can bring into this business is people from direct sales. And understand this, you guys. We have the best compensation plan, the best CEO, the best leadership in the company. What they're selling 90% of the time is a Me Too product that doesn't have a patent, that doesn't have clinical studies, and is the same as everything else that people are selling out there in the market. So have a conversation with them. Social media is another. Now, I don't care if you have 200 followers. If you get 10% of your following, which is the number in almost anything in sales, that's 20 people in your business. If you got 2,000, that's 200 people. If you got 20,000, that's 2,000 people in your business. So use social media consistently. This is the thing about social media, you guys. The same people are not watching your stuff over and over and over again. That's not the way how the algorithm works with Instagram. They show it to different people all the time. So you think that the same people are hearing your message over and over? Maybe some people are, but I know this. My wife has signed up people from 4 years ago that have been watching her, and they saw this product and they said, you know what? I want to do this with you now. What if she just would have stopped? That would have been one life that we didn't change. So make sure you're using social media. Friends and family, they're your toughest critics. They're the best to practice on. Have conversations with them. Maybe it takes them 6 months. Maybe it takes them a year. Maybe the family member trusts you so much that they do it tomorrow. The people on your chicken list. A chicken list is the people that you think would never sign up, but they do. You never know. The last company that Jimena was in, when she talked to her about this business, she never thought Jimena would say yes. And Jimena changed her life. That next person could change your life forever. But you got to have the passion, you got to have the conviction. What about people you went to school with or that you've worked with in the past? I haven't talked to them in forever. Pocket dial them. Call them up and be like, hey, is this Tom? And you hear their voice, you know it's not the Tom that you're talking about. You're like, oh my God, this is Thomas Walters. Oh my God, brother, we haven't talked in ages. How are you doing? What are you up to? You still working at that place? Wow, you've been there for how long? Wow, what do you love about it? Now you're into a conversation. Then he's going to catch up with you. What are you up to? Then that's when you're going to talk about this business. You could do the same thing with your contacts, you guys. I mean, everyone could do the same thing. If I pull my contacts up right now, you could just scroll through the contacts. Scroll, 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 scroll. You'd be surprised how many contacts you have in your phone. And just call people that you haven't talked to in a long time. But the main thing you guys have to do, you guys, is you got to invest in your business a little bit. You have to buy some patches and you have to patch people. Because talking about the patch is cool, but you got to actually let them see it and put it on them. Now, you can't make promises to people that they're going to feel something in 3 days. You got to let them know it could take 90. But I would tell you, my brother has dealt with chronic pain, chronic illness his whole entire life. And when I told him about this and I said it could take 90 days, he was like, listen, I've been 9 years with this. If it only takes 90 days to help me, that's a very short period of time. And I know we're in a society of we want immediate results, and it could happen for some people. But just don't set that false expectation with people that it could take that short of time. Okay? Now, what I want to talk to you guys about really, really quickly is the comp plan that we have right now. Okay? We have a bunch of training on our platform. We have a bunch of videos on our platform, a bunch of documents on our platform. So I'm not going to go into grave detail about this. But what I want to do is just briefly talk to you about a few things, and then you guys can go on our school platform as well as our website and figure out exactly how the comp works. But the company pays 4 ways. And what I want you to hear me is this. The company pays 60% of its revenue to compensation. Most companies pay anywhere from 32 to 42% in revenue to the field. They pay 60% of the revenue. What they pay you for is if you get a retail customer, they pay you $50. If you get a preferred customer, they pay you $20. That's the first way to pay you. The second way they pay you is if you get somebody to sign up with Core, they pay you $35. If you get someone to sign up with Advanced, they pay you $75. And if you get someone to sign up with Premium, they pay you $405. That's the second way that they pay you. The third way they pay you is what's called a cycle bonus. We have 2 legs, and it doesn't matter if that leg came from you or somebody else, but based on the volume, for every $990 that you get between your left and right leg, you get paid $50. And you can make up to $25,000 a week off of this binary cycle bonus, okay? Which is $1 million a year, $1.2 million a year. The fourth way is what's called generational matching bonus. And the way this works is if you bring someone in, like we brought in Michael and Raisley, if they make $1,000 this week, we get paid 25% of everything they make. And let's say Michael and then brought in another person under them, whatever that person makes, I make 20%. And then if that person brings someone in, I make another 20%. Well, this is the cool thing with the enhancement that's coming out is that now goes 6 generations down instead of 3. So instead of only going 3, it goes 6, and it's also compressed. What that means is if somebody's not active on that second or third leg, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, it rolls up. So it's a great, great enhancement that's coming out. There's a lot of good enhancements coming out in the comp plan, but that's basically the comp plan in a nutshell. The next thing I want to talk about again is just the website. I'm not going to go through it now, but I'm going to show it to you guys really quick. But also on the website, there's an app called I Decide that you guys can sign up for. It's $149 one time, And what this app does for you is it allows you to share a presentation that is customized to the end user. So when they go in, when they open it up, it's going to say their name, it's going to say the date, it's going to say the city where they are. It has AI. So if they have questions, they can ask the AI the question and it will answer it for them. So what this presentation does is somebody says, "Hey, I want more information. Can you send me more information?" Yes, I'm going to send you a custom presentation made just for you. This $149 that you pay is one time, you never pay it again. And they have access to this to share it with whoever they want in Instagram, in TikTok, WhatsApp, text messages, wherever they want to share this presentation, they can do it. It helps you present this business. It talks about the comp plan. It talks about David Schmidt. It talks about how the patch works. It has everything that it needs so that you don't have to explain all this stuff. When someone says, "Hey, send me some information," you can send this presentation. It will even show you when they open it, how far they watched it to. It also, most importantly, has your link in it. So it will share your link. So if they want to buy the patch as a customer and or as a market partner, they can do that through the iDecide. That's also on our website. So let me show you the website really quickly. I just want to show you a couple key things here. So the first thing that you see on here is get on board. If you click on that button, what it's going to show you is our onboarding of what to go through, get ready, get set, go. These are all the main things that I just went over inside the office. It gives you a back office tour. But also on here is all the chats that you can join and become a part of so that you don't miss anything in our chats. Okay. The other thing is all of our calls and any other calls that we list on here are on our calendar. So as you can see today, this is an onboarding call. You click on it on our app and then you could join it right from there. So it's all inside of here for you to have the everything that you need. Okay. Now the other thing is this training modules. This is all the stuff that's really, really important, and we want to make sure that your team sees all this stuff. So it's very easy for them to come to this website. Now you can also share this with a prospect, so they can kind of see what the business is all about. Feel free to do that. Okay. And then there's just so much stuff on here. This is our school platform. So this is videos that my wife and our team have done. You can go in here and just join it right here, join our school. Click there. It's going to ask you for your information, your brand ID, and then we're going to approve you to come into the school. Here's comp plan training, our community tab, which is going to have like our book club, everything that we do inside the community, the school. We're going to recognize a brand partner of the month every month. People, when they get promotions, we're going to recognize them here. These are all the books that we recommend. You can go in here and hit shop now on this book that we've read in our book club, and it's going to take you right out to Amazon to buy that book. Okay, as well as testimonials, which is good for prospect to see. Our wellness regimen. Listen, this patch is all about wellness, but we share with you in here what our routine is every single morning. We share with you the supplements that we take outside of what we do with the patch to live a lot cleaner life, and you can get the supplements right here. Okay, these are not affiliate links. These are just the supplements that my wife and I take religiously on a day-to-day basis. Okay. So that's all I have. Jimena, I don't know if you have anything or if we want to open up for questions for a couple minutes, if anybody has any questions, but if you want to say anything and close it out.
No, si alguien tiene preguntas,
No, well, if
adelante,
anyone
puede
has
quitar el mute
questions,
o
please go ahead and
ponerlo en el
unmute
chat.
or write it
Eh,
down in the chat.
Miren, yo
Look,
solamente quiero
I
dejarles
can
con esto.
only
Definitivamente
say
aquí la
the
oportunidad
following.
está
Definitely the
en los recursos que
opportunity
tenemos.
here is
Yo
here.
recuerdo
We
cuando
have the
inicié este
resources.
negocio
I
hace
remember
6
when
años
I started the
atrás, no
business
en esta
6 years
compañía,
ago,
pero
not
cuando
in this
inicié en
company,
este
but when I
modelo de
started in this
negocios,
business
estaba
model,
súper perdida, no había un sistema, yo
I was
tuve que
super lost. There was
literalmente
no system.
inventar la rueda.
I
Y
literally
lo que
had to
hemos
invent the
logrado en
wheel.
este momento y lo que
And
tenemos para
what
ustedes es algo
we
muy
have
valioso, o
managed
sea,
to do
tener
at
los
this moment, what
recursos,
we
tener
have for
nuestra
you is something
página web,
very valuable to have
tener
the
tantas
resources in the
llamadas,
web
por
page,
ejemplo,
to have so
compartimos
many
llamadas
training
con más
calls, for example. We
organización de
also
otros
share
equipos.
other
Entonces
teams'
tienen de
presentation
lunes a
calls.
viernes llamadas
So
de
you have from
introducción. Si
one
tienen
day,
a alguien
Monday to
hoy, lo
Friday, a
pueden conectar a la
presentation call. If
llamada
you
con
have someone
nosotros
today,
mañana.
you can ask them
Aquí el
to
que
join our
quiere puede, el
presentation
que
call
quiere se
tomorrow. Whoever
registra.
wants to
Está
can
en
do
el
it.
chat.
Whoever wants to,
Evelyn
search
y
us for the
Lola
way
les
to
han
do it. It's in the
mandado
chat.
absolutamente
Evelyn and Lola
todo.
has sent you absolutely
Tienen donde ver
everything.
el calendario de llamadas,
You
tienen
have
donde
the
actualizarse de todo lo que está
call
pasando. Entonces yo
calendar,
sí
the
quiero
call
invitarlos
schedule,
a
and
que
you
tomen el paso de
know where you
apoyarnos
can find the
y
information that
hagan
you
de este
need to be
negocio
updated. I
algo que
invite
de
you
verdad
to
les va a
make of
cambiar
this
la vida. Yo
business
siempre
something
he
that is
dicho que
truly going to
cuando tú te
change your
tomas
life.
este negocio
I've
como
always
un
said that
hobby, te
when you
pagas
take
como
this
un
business
hobby.
as a hobby, it pays
Cuando
you
te
as
lo
a
tomas
hobby.
como una
If you take
carrera
the business as
y
a
como un negocio, de
race
verdad
and
te
as
va
a
a
real
pagar como
business, it's
negocio.
going to pay you as
Quizá
a real
para,
business.
no sé,
Maybe
Brian
for, I
gana
don't know,
100.000 dólares a la
Brianne
semana no es
earning
hoy, pero su hobby
$10,000
de
a
pronto son
week
$500 a la semana. Y cuando se gane esos 500
is not her
dólares va a querer
objective. It could be
más. Yo
500.
quiero que
But
entiendan que
once
aquí las
she reaches
posibilidades
that
son
goal, it's going
infinitas.
to be
Acá
more.
no
I
hay
want you to
techo.
understand that the
O sea,
possibilities
las
here
personas que están
are
arriba de
limitless.
nosotros,
There is
solamente
no
para que
ceiling.
tengan una
The
idea,
people who
un
are above
ejemplo, a
us,
lo
just
mejor
so you
ustedes
can
no
have
se
an idea,
identifican con
again, maybe
este
you might
número que
not
les voy a dar,
identify with this
pero hay
number that I'm
personas
going
que
to
están
give you, but
ganando
there are people
60
who
mil
are earning
dólares a la semana,
$60,000 a week,
que han construido su
who
negocio
have
a
built
través de los
their
contactos de su
business
teléfono,
through
por
the
salir a
contacts of
hablar,
their
por
phone,
salir a
through
conocer gente,
going
por
out to
salir y
talk and
sonreír.
to meet
Las personas
people
que
and
están
to
arriba,
smile.
arriba de nosotros,
People
que
who
están
are
ganando
at the
150
top
mil
of us
dólares
are earning
semanales después de
$150,000
llevar
a
2 años y medio en
week
este
after
negocio.
2 years and a half in
A
the
lo que voy
business.
con esto es que los
Now,
quiero inspirar. Si
what
quieres
I
500
want to
dólares a la
do
semana,
is
listo,
inspire
vamos a
you.
ganarnos esos
If
500
you
dólares a
want
la semana. Sé
$15
que
a
cuando te
week,
los ganes vas a
let's do
querer
it.
más.
I know that once
Cualquiera que
you
sea
do
tu
it,
meta y
you're going to
cualquiera que
want
sea
more. Regardless of your goal
no sé, tu
and
objetivo,
your objective,
hazlo una realidad.
make it
La
a
pelota está
reality. The
en
ball
tus
is
manos,
in your
tienes
court,
todos los
in your
recursos y
hands. In
aquí
your
vamos a
hands, you
estar
have
para
all the
guiarte
resources,
en
and
el
we're going
camino.
to be here to guide you
Alguien
along
está
the way.
preguntando,
Somebody
do you
is
have calls you would
asking,
recommend to
you
a
have calls you would
MD?
recommend to an
I
MD?
work in the medical field and I really would like to run this by him.
What's that?
Do
You
you
have
want to read
calls
it in the chat?
you would like to recommend to an MD? I work in the medical field, and I really would like to run this by
Do you
him.
want to answer that question?
Do you have calls you would recommend to an MD? Um, I mean, there's a lot of stuff online, but also, even our the I Decide is good, and I'm happy to have a conversation with him too. I mean,
Okay.
there's tons of stuff on YouTube about David,
Yeah.
and there's tons of stuff on our site. I mean, he could join our site. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
or
You're
I can
welcome.
have a conversation with him.
Exactly. Maybe Jay could have a conversation. That would be great. That would be great. Okay, ¿alguien más tiene alguna
Anybody
preguntita?
else has a question?
Let's see, let's see.
Let's see.
No, I don't think so.
If you want to just Justin, put Lola's contact or your contact in the chat for them to reach out to you to set something up with me. If you just reach out to Justin, um, yeah, just give her your business phone, Justin, your WhatsApp, and then she can reach out to you there.
Jay, I have a question. I
Yes.
actually wanted to ask about, like, if, for example, in my case, that I know a lot of people from before that I was involved in network marketing with. Um, I have attempted to send some messages through Instagram to them, and now my question here is, should I get them on a call, or should I send them a video?
So,
Sometimes the call
it's
isn't.
funny. I was thinking about you guys this weekend, and I would love to launch your business. And I think the best thing to do is to get them on a call. Um, and how you could do that is just say, hey, listen, I would love to get your opinion on this business that I'm in now. And I mean, sending a message on Instagram is cool, but your response rate on that's going to be really low, right? When
Yeah.
you're just DMing someone. But if you call them and just say, get into a conversation, be like, I'd like to get you to a call, I think you're going to have more luck. And between the people that you and Michael know, like Amanda and I were talking about this, we would love to do a call just for your team. And anybody on here, if you guys want to launch your business and you guys can get, you know, you know, 7 to 15 people on a call, we'll launch your business with you. Just say, hey, I would like to have a meeting with my business partners. We're all your business partners. and I'd love to show you something, and we could do it in more of an intimate setting and really launch your business. So just say, hey, I'm inviting some friends in. I would love to do it. Or, I mean, if you even if you guys want to do it somewhere, I mean, whatever, you guys are local to us. So we want to support everyone on here as much as we can. But we were talking about you and Michael this weekend about launching your business and just doing something planned where we're doing it just for your team and for people that you guys know. So you could try the DM approach, but I think
Yeah.
it's going to be better if you get into a conversation with these folks and just say, "Hey, I've got a couple other people that are going to join this call, and I'd love to have you on it." And take the approach of I want to get your opinion instead of I want to sell you something. Because if
Yeah.
you get people's opinion, everyone wants to give their opinion, and it's going to help people get on the call, better. But
Yeah.
and I'm not saying don't DM. I'm just saying try all of the above. Like reach out to them if they don't respond. Don't assume, that's just not the way that they interact or they're going to respond to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was thinking that, and I was also thinking like Michael has a lot of people that he helps with diet plans for free and
Yeah.
workout plans. So I was thinking maybe, because that's already something that he's doing to help them. And this is something that obviously combined with taking care of yourself, working out, eating healthy, maybe we can do like a small event, like a small boot camp or something like that, for free, obviously. That it's like also a way for me to present this also that we're doing as part of our lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be cool. I just had an idea I need to run by my wife, but uh I think we could do that very easily,
Yeah.
with you guys. And I think, Michael has the credibility, right? He's posting a lot about working out online. He's doing diets for people. And just to say that he's added this, to his life and his system and how much it's changed his life and that they should really look into this, with him having that credibility, you guys need to leverage that even on your social media as well. Like you, my wife edifies me all the time on her social media so that people trust what I'm saying. So I think you guys could leverage what he's doing for all these people and then get them to a call. And I know you guys are just listening to this. These are all just ideas, right? I mean, that's what I love about these calls is just shooting ideas past each other. But yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah, I think we've
And
been warming up with the whole thing, but we need to kind of, move a
let's
little
go.
stronger.
Yeah, I mean, him and I were talking like let's get you guys to manager. Like everyone on here, the first goal is get you to manager, and then director's easy, right? We just got to find those people, those two people to get to manager, and then now you're a director. I mean, it's not that hard. We just can't make it hard, right? So we just got to find those people and say, okay, who's ready to run? And then we launch their business and we make them a manager. They get two people on each side, and now you guys are a director, and then we help those two managers get to a director. All they got to do is get two managers, and now they're a director. Now you guys are senior director, and we're running, and that's the main goal. I mean, you know, we there's no reason we can't get you guys, to an executive director in the company in 6 months, where you're making, $20,000 a month off this very, very easily. We just got to focus on let's put a plan together and we're here to support you and everyone here. I mean, obviously, we work with people that want to build their business. That's our main objective. We want to work with people that are, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're thinking about this. Like send stuff to the chat. Hey, we would like to do this. We'd like to launch our business. Can you help us do a call for, 5, 10 people? Like, even if it's 2 or 3 people and you want to do a call with some close, I mean, let me know and we'll do it. I'll get on here and we'll have a call to launch your business where it's not some big call. If you want to just make somebody feel special, I don't have a problem with doing that. We just got to talk to Lola and Justin. We'll schedule it. We'll get on. I mean, it should take no longer than 25 to 30 minutes to do it. And you can let them know, hey, this is what I tell people. It's going to be a 15-minute call. If it goes 30 minutes, they're not counting minutes, right? Just say, hey, I'd like to get you on a call for 15 minutes. And once we have them on the call and we're in the conversation, they're asking questions, it goes 30. Who cares? But if you tell them it's a 30-minute call, people are like, 30 minutes, that's a long time. I don't know if I have 30 minutes. It's gonna be a 10 to 15-minute call. I
Baby,
love you to be
I'm
my
gonna
business
jump
partner.
out. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, guys. Un
Yeah, we gotta go.
placerzote.
All right, guys, we have to go because my interpreter has to go. But thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Reach out. Hey, Mike, reach out. Let's do something soon.
Bye, Jay. Thank you.
Bye. See you guys
Appreciate
soon.
it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.